There is zero hesitancy to pay Kevin McGonigle. Zero, none, nilch, no hesitation whatsoever. Look around Major League Baseball and what's happening. The recent trend. Pay your top prospects. Kevin McGonigle, 8 years, $150 million. Connor Griffin, 9 years, $140 million. The Brewers, they pay one of their top prospects, Cooper Pratt, 8 years, $50 million. So not on that same echelon, but still, nonetheless. The Mariners with Cole Emerson, they pay their guy 8 years, $95 million. He hasn't even played Major League game yet. They're just getting that contract out of the way. So why is this happening? What's going on? Why are all of these teams trying to lock up their players before they even play, before they've played 2 months worth of baseball? A, potential lockout this upcoming offseason. What's going to happen? Is there going to be a salary cap or a salary floor implemented? How is that going to impact the teams? Who knows? Get your contracts done as soon as possible. Number 2, this is how you counter what the Dodgers and Yankees and Mets are doing. These teams that just want to spend out the wazoo, that have seemingly unlimited money because they're playing in big markets, this is how you counter them. Oh, you're going to try to steal our guys in free agency? Cool. They're not even going to get to free agency. You're not even going to be able to entertain the idea of coming and getting our guy. Oh, we're already dealing with it with Tarek Skubal. You've been dealing with it for 2 years. Once you get to arbitration, you're probably just not going to sign that contract. Look at what the Tigers are doing. Look at what the Pirates are doing. We're not even letting these guys get to free agency. Lock them up early. Lock them up through 2034. Plus, the last 5 years of the McGonigle contract, there's a club option on each of those. Tigers are not going to opt out of that, but it does make it a little bit easier to negotiate an extension. Oh, we'll opt out. Here's the extension. Boom, just like that. Kevin McGonigle is going to spend his entire prime with the Detroit Tigers and never make more than $29 million. That's with the escalators. Right now, he's only supposed to make no more than $25 million, $24 million. If he gets those bonuses, $29 million is the absolute max. As of right now, that wouldn't rank inside the top 20 highest paid players in baseball. With inflation, oh my God, McGonigle might not be a top 30 highest paid guy in the league. That's through his entire prime. I would call that a finesse. I would say the Tigers, of all teams, are the big winners here. Obviously, McGonigle's a winner. He's got $150 million. But what the Tigers are doing right now, it's smart. There is no take. There is no counter. Oh, it's too early. I don't know. Wouldn't have done this. Want to see him play more games. That doesn't exist. The only stance you can take on this is celebrating the fact that this guy is paid. And he's not the top, not the first, not the last top prospect to get paid early. Let's take a stroll down memory lane the last couple years. Julio Rodriguez got a 12-year contract when he was 21, 4 months after he made his debut. 3-time All-Star now. Roman Anthony, last year debuted in June. Got an 8-year contract in August. Best player on Team USA World Baseball Classic this time around. Corbin Carroll got an extension in the offseason after he debuted in August for 9 years. He's got 2 top 6 MVP finishes. You think any of those teams that paid their top prospects regret it? No, because all of them understood at a very early stage in the process, we've got one of the best players in all of Major League Baseball. We've been seeing him play through the minors. He's passed every single check mark. Boom, he's played 17 Major League games. And one thing is very obvious. This dude's the Tigers' best player. The best position player at the very least. I know Skubal exists, but this you can feel it, is different than Riley Green. This is different than Spencer Torkelson. What is it that Scott Harris has preached about since the day he showed up as the president of baseball operations? Controlling the zone. Battling through at-bats. McGonigle doesn't chase, doesn't swing and miss. He's walked more than he has struck out every year he's been in professional baseball. This season, in Double-A last year, the year before, every year he's been drafted with the Tigers, he has walked more than he has struck out. Guys, that's unheard of. That does not happen across baseball anymore. Off the field, he's everything you want in a franchise bat. Here's Kevin McGonigle on playing for Detroit.
Since I've been drafted by the Tigers, the way I am, I'm loyal, and I want to stick at one spot and help a team out to win a World Series at any year, the time I'm there. So, we agreed to, both fair for both of us, and I know that it's the right move, and I'm looking forward to, just go out every year and giving it all I got.
There's nothing in there about money. There's nothing in there in wanting to be a superstar. There's nothing in there about this is what was best for me. He wants to win a World Series, point blank period. He wants to be in Detroit. That's what I want. I want someone who's battling through at-bats, who's impossible to strike out. I want someone who can hit lefties and righties, because that's hard to come by apparently in an A.J. Hinch lineup. But guess what? Now that he's paid big-time money, I can guarantee you, other than the occasional off day, that guy's an everyday guy in the lineup, whether he's playing third or shortstop. Is the defense all the way there yet? No, but it's not like it's a problem. This is a smart baseball move. There is no zag. It's amazing for the Tigers. It's amazing for Kevin McGonigle. One thing has become abundantly clear. Kevin McGonigle is the Tigers' most fearsome bat. This is going to be the guy that the Detroit Tigers' opponents are pitching around. Oh, we can't let McGonigle get up. We're kind of mapping through the lineup. Oh, well, somebody just got on. Well, if we don't get our next 2 outs before, we're going to have to switch pitchers because McGonigle's, we can't let the lineup flip again. That's the type of fear that McGonigle is going to put into other teams. He's impossible to strike out. He's going to put a ball into play. He's the guy that, when he's at the plate, whether there's a lefty or righty on the mound, we feel the most comfortable with the game on the line. How many times did we ask ourselves this question over the past year and a half, 2 years? Game on the line, who do you want in the box? Man, it was hard to actually truthfully say Riley Green.
Gleyber Torres. We were saying Kerry Carpenter. Like, we didn't have a true answer to that.
Gleyber Torres, Riley. It was hard to say Riley Green because there's not a lot of clutch Riley Green moments. Torkelson gave you some nice at-bats, but come on. It's Kevin McGonigle, guys. This is the present. This is the future. This is the franchise now that he has been paid. There is no zag, is where I stand on this. The more and more I look into this, the more it seems bulletproof that this guy's going to work out. The contract will be worth it. There's not a lot of examples where teams pay their guys early and then regret it.
And also that they just don't become awesome. I mean, he already is awesome, but those names you listed off. I mean, he's also gotten more, per year money, whatever you want to call it, than any of those guys. He got a bigger deal than Roman Anthony. And I understand that it was a year later, so maybe that plays into it. He got $10 million more.
You don't even have to be a baseball savant. Throw on a Tigers game, and it's just different. When he's at the plate, it's just different. He's not overwhelming you with size the way that O'Neal Cruz or Aaron Judge would do. But you watch his at-bats. You don't have to be a baseball expert to understand that this cat's just a little bit different.
I understand that not everyone has watched him throughout his minor league career. We kind of benefit from being in this space where we've got to keep up with him. We got to see him in person a few times because I've seen a small reaction of Tigers fans, and this is not a large majority of them, saying man, he's less than 20 games into his career. This seems a little bit early to do so. One, like you say, there's no zag here because it's baseball. This isn't football. This isn't basketball. This isn't a sport where you have to worry about the contracts and getting towards your salary cap, at least for now. And it just makes sense to pay guys. This is baseball, man. You're never going to complain about anybody paying anybody.
He's never going to be a top 20 guy.
This organization, too. But also, on top of it, the whole, he's only played less than 20 games. We don't know yet. Look at his career. This guy has never failed, ever. MLB Network did an awesome segment on him yesterday, a super long segment, just talking about, man, this guy is the most bulletproof and for sure prospect baseball has seen in quite some time. He has never had a stretch of baseball where he's been bad. He's never had a 6-game series in the minor leagues where he's been bad. He has always been the same hitter, whether that is in Lakeland, whether that's in Detroit. He has been the same guy ever since he's been drafted to the Tigers, which that's why you feel so confident in McGonigle. It's not because, he doesn't have the best power yet. No, he's the best guy at the plate. He makes the best decisions, whether that's against big leaguers or that's against high schoolers. It doesn't matter. That's the type of hitter that he is.
He had a quote during spring training that essentially was, all I have to do is see a pitcher one time, and I've got him figured out. was like, man, that's a little bold for someone who's 21 years old and hasn't seen a lot of major league pitchers in his career. Stands on his business, man. The first at-bat goes through. If he doesn't get a hit, pretty much a guarantee he's getting on base at some point throughout the course of the game on that starting pitcher. It's bananas.
And I do think there's an opposite conversation to have here of like, man, is this worth it for McGonigle to get locked up? And you talked about it in the clip that we played. Like, he clearly isn't prioritizing the contract. He's prioritizing just like he wants to stay in one spot. If we can get this thing done, boom, let's do it.
There's not much of a decision. Do you want to make $800,000 for the next few years?
That's what I was going to say.
Do you want to make $150 million?
There's an argument to be made. It's more so the Connor Griffin argument of like, man, you could have hit the open market at 25 and left Pittsburgh. Instead, you signed the 9-year deal just because he's so young. You know, he was only 19.
Juan Soto path.
McGonigle could have hit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at Juan Soto. Yeah, the deal that he just got. He signed the 13 or 15-year deal, whatever it was, with the Mets.
You're doing the arbitration thing where you're milking the money every year. Yeah, or you could just put all that behind you, avoid the headache, and lock yourself up.
And for McGonigle, like, yeah, you could make the case, yeah, he could have hit the open market at 27, 28 and potentially gotten way more money then than he will when he's 30, blah, blah, blah.
I don't know if that's even true.
Well, sure, but if you're 21, like you said, McGonigle's making $780,000 this year. He just signed a $14 million signing bonus as a part of this contract. How do you say no to that? How do any of these prospects, like, knowing that you're going to make, trust me, we're talking in terms of superstar baseball player money here. If you know you're going to make less than $1 million over the next 3, 4, 5 years each year, yet I could sign $14 million bonus in my pocket currently today. How do you say no to that? Like, this is a win-win.
Riley Green's like, what the hell, man? What do I got to do to get anything like this?
That's what I'm saying.
This is the first year I'm making more than $1 million, man. 989-837-6125. Zero pushback on Kevin McGonigle. Also, two incredible things happened. Well, one incredible thing happened in the Tigers game last night. One thing that we're just kind of stuffing in the back pocket, and it's more of a oh no moment.